Bugün Steve TV'de çok özel konuklarımız var. Bizim de işbirliği yaptığımız, yaklaşık 6 aydır birlikte bir şeyler yaptığımız Zignaly ekibi. Yanımda bundan sonrası İngilizce konuşacağım. Tabii ki altyazıyla takip edebilirsiniz. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi. I'm here with Abdul, Rafay, and Bart. I would like to know who you are first. Well, I know who you are, but maybe the spectators would like to know. And let's start with you, Abdul.
Okay. Thank you very much, first of all, for having us here today. I'm the co-founder of Zignaly, as you guys know. My official title is Chief Food Officer. So yeah, absolutely. And my key responsibility is to make sure everyone is fed enough properly.
Okay,
but on a more funny side, I also look at the the investments and finance and legal and a bit of a strategy. So a bit of a little everything, but inside the Zignaly. And in my past life, I was an investment banker, and I'm also part of a larger tech group out of Pakistan. But yeah, mostly I'm involved with the things from the in Web3 and a bit of it outside from an investments, from legal structuring and from these perspectives, and I'm trying to see that how this skill set I can use more inside the Web3. I know little about tech, so we have worked for that, but I try to make sure that the business gets the full advantage of what we are doing, and we are representing well in front of the audience.
And indeed you are. We'll come to that in a second. And let's know you, Bart.
So I'm Bart. I'm also one of the co-founders of Zignaly. I have a technical background, but the truth is that now we have a wonderful team. I don't need to touch anymore the code, and this is a relief for everybody, because at the beginning, you start something very an MVP. You want to prove that you have something, and you need to do something kind of quick. So now we have been growing. We have something that people are liking, so we can slow down a little bit, create a strong base, very strong. There are really good people in the team that can.
Fantastic. I mean, it's very interesting, speaking to you guys, because I want to know the journey. Like, how did this all start? Like, obviously you have different backgrounds, and you got a common ground with the Zignaly project, and I would like to know how the journey started. What's the milestones? How did you get here? How long has it taken you to actually establish the whole brand? These are the stuff I already know, but people would love to know this, because it makes the project more trustworthy, if you like. I can start with you.
Yeah, I was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it has been 6 years already.
Wow.
Okay, people know more about the token. It has been 3 years, 2 days ago. But the project, the Zignaly, has been around for 3 years. And we started in a very different way. When we started, we were a way to automatize signal that people receive from Telegram for other signal provider.
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, Rafay, one of those signal providers.
Yeah.
He has a service there. At that point, I was all the technical background. There is another co-founder, which is David. He has the marketing background, but we are in a kind of, I know nothing about trading.
Yes.
David knows even less than myself, so we were missing one part. So talking with Rafay, there was a super good feeling, a good relationship with him.
You can see the connection, you can see the energy anyway. I mean, we've been working together for maybe 6 months now, and the energy is there. Everyone knows their role. I mean, this is one of the most interesting parts, because we get to speak. I'm sorry to take over from here, but
absolutely.
we get to speak to, you can imagine, so many projects. We have meetings with projects, because when we're introducing a project to the Turkish market, it was already introduced, by the way. I mean, Zignaly is known in Turkey, but to get the right information across to the right crowd is a very important thing. And you guys actually, with your teamwork, you make it easier. You make our lives easier to actually explain what it's all about. Which I will come to the next question with. I'll carry on with you, Abdul. I was talking about so many projects and that. What differentiates Zignaly from the rest? I mean, everyone says our project is like this. We've got the best project. It's all walk the walk, but not talk the talk sometimes. I would like to know your perspective on this one.
Very interesting question, and I think team. I think I would say it's the phenomenal team that I think thanks to Bart that we have created with a very good DNA. It's not that Zignaly has always seen good times like any other projects. We have seen really tough times. 2022 was horrible for all the crypto projects.
Yeah.
Half of 2023 was also not very good. But it's just that it's a constant grit and perseverance of the team which support us. We had to sometimes take really tough decisions to make things alive. And literally, like, the people are here, even in this conference, and you'll meet a lot of them today. They're amazing people. They are here with us from, like, they stick by us, and they were part of those tough decisions which helped us ensure that we continue the path. Products, there are good products everywhere. Okay, our product might be the best product at this point in time in a specific
in
niche,
its field, yeah.
but product can be copied, ideas can be copied, culture and team cannot be. I think this is the key element that especially over the last 1.5 year, 2 years, because we faced some really difficult times. We will one day write a book about it. By
Yeah.
we have and a Netflix documentary.
Well,
and a Netflix documentary.
Yeah, why not? Well, they do lots of Netflix documents
yeah.
these days about crypto. I experienced also, it's my third cycle in the industry, the teams that work harder in the bear season, they collect all the benefits in the bull season. I can tell you guys worked really hard, and it was difficult times for everyone, every project, even for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's difficult to, like, when people are the most upset and losing their investments, losing money, is to try to keep the crowd going and your holders. And I know exactly what you mean, and you guys are doing a great job. I'm going to carry on the market position and the growth strategy. Now, I know you have, well, it's okay to say, I guess, with DWF, your partnership. Let's talk about that a little, because today there's this announcement. I think people will know this.
Exactly.
It's
By the
discreet,
time this goes live, yeah.
It's discreet right now, but by the time this is aired, they will know. I would like to talk about DWF and Zignaly partnership, because I think it's something big going on there.
I will leave Rafay with this because he has been the one.
But maybe talk about the blockchain part first, and then we can go about that.
Okay, yeah.
From growth perspective, yeah.
So sure. So coming back a little bit to the first question, how we started, we have been evolving. We started in a different way of what we are today, and we think that, as Rafay said before, we think that we have the best product in this field. Okay, one of the core values that we have is that we always put a fair system for everybody, and we are missing still one part. We are always looking how we can improve the protocol that we have. And what we have detected is that the next step for us is to create a world generation infrastructure. Okay, we need to put this ecosystem in an infrastructure, and for that we are launching an L1 blockchain on Cosmos, which is gonna be hosting this ecosystem. So we have
Is this already public, the Cosmos thing?
No.
This is the announcement.
This is today. Okay, so we're getting all the inside information.
You're getting all the
right
insight
now.
before everyone. Exactly 2 hours before everyone else.
Okay, fantastic. Do some investment right now as we talk. Buy more Zig. Okay.
Yeah. CoinDesk is going to break the story today.
Okay, fantastic.
So
I
we
feel
have
privileged.
we have this fantastic ecosystem where we have the fund manager who make it easy for the users, for the investor, to participate in all these crazy things that we have in DeFi. But now with the infrastructure, we are gonna bring also the builders. Okay, and this is where DWF came into play.
So when you say builders, you mean in each region? Are you looking for different people or developers? And how is that going to work? Is there something someone in charge of that? And what's your strategy on that one?
So we have a focus, because, as we say, it's a world generation infrastructure. At the end, it's open, and you can go and you can create a meme coin, you can create an NFT collection. They are more than welcome, and it's fun to have these things. But what we want to focus is in world generation. So if you have a protocol that generates yield, or a protocol that somebody with knowledge is able to get some return, this is what we are looking for. This is our focus. This is what we want to attract. Okay, because these things, they are not available for everybody. Not everybody knows how to connect a wallet, or even less to stake here, restake there, use this as collateral and all these combo things that you can do.
Sorry to interrupt. Actually, this is very nice because this bonds the community as well. You get like lots of different aspects within within your group where other type of people can actually join as well.
Sure.
So it's actually creating a great community, which one of the things you do really good, the community management. I can see globally, obviously you're working with KOLs, but there's a more of a organic marketing. It's not shilling. It's not you go buy a Zig.
Never that.
And this is when we first met. This is what we talked about, and you assured us with this. You always fed us with information, which is very handy for people like us to actually explain a project. Like I said at the beginning. So the Turkish community always asks. So when I have lots of like talks like this. They say, what does Zig offer that someone else doesn't? I mean, I think this is covering all these talks as well. You're actually trying to bring everyone in and you try and get everyone to build along the way with you guys. So we know DWF and the Cosmos. Shall we talk about like partners before and after? In the past, recently more so, we see lots of partnerships going on. You guys are like having lots of solid partnerships. And what's behind this? Like, what is your best deals and partnerships that you think is going to take you to the next level?
Sure. So if I can answer that. So basically the idea is that when we are doing these partnerships, we are like being proactive in our approach, because this blockchain thing that we are talking about today has been something in our mind for a couple of years now. And we've been, waiting for the right market, right opportunity. And one thing that I think we have developed internally, that when we are technically 80 to 90% ready, I think, or at a very near of the actual delivery, that's when we start talking about something. We have done that in the past. We have learned this the hard way, that never commit too early to something, because then you don't want to damage the community. So in this case, it was also in our mind that these, and you must have noticed that these partnerships that we are doing, these are with like the relatively newer projects. These projects are yet to become too loyal or too die-hard to one chain or a one particular community. They are mostly in a phase where they are finding their place to live in. They have nice products. Someone is doing something on the AI, someone is doing DeepIn, someone is doing one thing or the other. Point is that we started doing these partnerships like an outreach, and a lot of them are coming today as well, by the way, that where once we establish this trust level with them on the marketing level or on the on-ground level, that's when once the blockchain goes live, we can then have these discussions with them that, okay, how your product can come and serve the larger community. And one thing I will add here, it's a very strong network, network effect concept here, because the thing is that it's not like that we are launching a blockchain from day zero or something. It's something that we have a big community already. We plan to take our own product on the DeFi manner on our own blockchain. That's also a very important part, because this is the area where the fund managers are sitting, and they're gonna utilize these dApps that we want to be built on our blockchain. We're not saying that we're gonna bring TVL to them, these dApps. But we are saying is that, see, there are fund managers potentially out there who are looking to invest people's millions of dollars into good products. If your product is good, and it is visible, then here you go. So this is a very good hook that we have there. Very few blockchains are out there. The concept of having a dApp of their own is not very common. Okay, and I think we are looking to capitalize on this. So these partnerships and many, many more partnerships, far more technical and hopefully far more deeper partnerships, are going to come in. And the idea is exactly the simple. It's just not for the flair, hopefully, but also for the actual integrations and the building.
Fantastic. It's assuring to hear this, but people are strategically talking long term. People are like, it's always in cycles. The crypto industry, it has been so far, and it will be again, if nothing drastically changes. So long-term goals, like when we go back into the bear market, let's fully live the bull market first. I don't want to do any prophecies right now, but what do you suggest your long-term investors? Do you want them to wait and stick with you in cycles, or are you offering anything else? Like when the bear market is here, this is time where we build even more, and the next circle, maybe your asset's going to be more valuable. What is your like long-term strategies about this?
So actually, I think what we are building is something very interesting, even in bear market.
Okay.
Actually,
More
it's
so in
even
bear market.
more interesting in bear market.
Fantastic.
Right?
This is very interesting.
Because in bull market, anyone can do more.
Yes.
Probably you will lose at the end
Yes.
of the bull market or even before. But in the bear market, it's more difficult. If you go to the platform right now and you check the track record of the traders, there are some traders with more than 3 years of data that you can check there. And you're going to see how these guys have been performing during the whole cycle. And this is amazing. And now what we are trying to do is, with bringing this protocol to the blockchain, to Zig chain, what we are going to offer is more opportunities, because right now everything 100% is trading. But tomorrow it's going to be trading, it's going to be lending, it's going to be validator, it's going to be staking. And
so you laid the infrastructure for all these right now. Is it ongoing or is it actually active?
We are launching the testnet very soon. We are in talk with different protocols. We are more than welcome to talk with more protocols.
Fantastic.
And the idea, all these partnerships that we are cracking and all these integrations are to offer to the fund manager to incorporate these options to their strategies, so they can offer this to the investor. The investor doesn't need to know how to deal with the end. If they want and if they have the knowledge, they are more than welcome. But if they don't know, they still can participate. You already know Zignaly, right? You have this invest button. You click, you put the capital that you want to allocate, and that's all. It's as simple as
so
that.
It's like Zignaly Prime. You don't have to only invest or trade on Zignaly. People need to know this. You got this platform where you can copy trade, which is a very innovative copy trade, and it's not like the tradition like everyone does. You know, you have the pool, and it's the dividends is very it's fair. So people can. Zignaly is not just a token you go and buy and invest only. You can use every different area and aspect of the brand. Fantastic. So what's your expectancy of today? I mean, you can do that. I've seen the preparations. There's lots of people working there. It looks like something big, and you must be really tired. And sorry to keep you here for a while. Absolutely. It's going to start in a couple of hours, and I'm expecting something really cool, really good, because the crowd, the mentality, the mindset is the same. Everyone is going to be here like us, and I'm very excited to meet my global what's the word? Colleagues.
Not the other K word.
So, what's your expectancy? What's after today? So, you've been preparing for this, and I know you're going to launch all this, but I want to hear it from you.
So I think we are expecting a sunny day, right? No more rain. But overall, I think this is a very good opportunity to meet the opportunity, good friends like you that we meet in Turkey last year. And we are going to announce this blockchain. We are super excited, and we expect the community to be the same, because we are bringing more opportunities. So we expect to make a bit of noise.
I think today starts a new journey. In fact, I would say that we've been working 6 years very hard in a silo, and now we are coming to the world with a vision, and the whole world has to participate in our vision, to make it a success. And one thing that I take really pride in, that since day one, I think a vision has been one thing. Product changes, strategies changes, but vision, the vision of financial freedom for all, that kind of a vision, which is now looking more about wealth generation, this has been strictly the same, which reflects in our pricing model. For example, we don't charge. It was a very tough decision 4 years back, I think, when we said, okay, we'll stop charging subscriptions, we'll charge on the success fee. It's not an easy decision, trust me. Okay, from me being a finance guy, I can tell you, it's not an easy decision, but we took it just to stay true to that vision. You cannot give a starting cost to a person. And similarly, we are saying again this thing, we invite all the developers, all the founders, existing projects, upcoming projects in various areas where they are working in a way that where they want to generate wealth, because one of the best use cases of blockchain is actually wealth distribution, wealth equality. That's one of the aims if you go deep into the blockchain, and transparency, of course. So we want to bring that, and I think our very big journey marathon starts today. We have to run really fast, that's reality. But I think with the power of community and the power of the other projects, friends like yourself, people like like friends like DWF and all, I think it is it's hopefully going to be a very successful journey.
Fantastic. I mean, I got some key words out of this. It's very valuable to know. First of all, there's a vision. There's a vision that you guys have stuck to, right? You haven't given up, and you're working hard on it. To like create that vision is one thing, but to execute is something else. This is very difficult in our industry right now because you see all these projects coming out and they fade away. You never see them, but there's this team. And there's another thing you said that was about the team. Like everyone comes up and everyone wants to, you know, put their project out there in the market and try to explain what they're doing. But the team is essential. And I can see you guys you know, it's very clear, your mindset is clear and your team is very good because we've been working together. My team and you guys and I have been working very close for the last 6 months, and we're seeing the results really. I mean, if you want to see results, the best marketing is the price, right?
Yeah.
So since we started,
Green candle is the best marketing.
Yeah, green
reality
candle.
of it.
Yes.
We don't talk about it, but there's a reality. I mean,
Green
that's
candle
hardcore
is the
reality.
best. Yeah. I don't want to, as I said, it's very valuable information for me, like what you try to do, what you're doing, what you're currently doing, and what your future aspects are. Lastly, I want to talk about, because this is an important subject, the DWF partnership. You guys have been working on this. I would like to hear details and what it's all about and what's the benefits for all the Zig holders for you.
Sure. So two parts of this question: DWF and the benefit for the Zig holders, right? So for the DWF, so we've been working with DWF for quite some time, and I think DWF is one of the fastest growing ecosystem developers plus investors in the industry. So today we are announcing a $100 million ecosystem fund by Zignaly and DWF as co-partners, and it will be used to, as Bart been saying, that we want to invite developers to come and build on us. So this fund, the whole point is to deploy a lot of it to invite those developers and to promote the blockchain, to incentivize initially, you know, because there's so many blockchains out there. So even to show that how good you are, you need at least something. And then obviously on the top of it, you know, business development and marketing and tokenomics and everything. So all of it requires a certain level of bandwidth. So we are doing that. DWF is also going to support us in channel funding, which is like an indirect funding for the dApps that we build on our, we invite on our blockchain, number one. Number two, DWF is also going to support us in building the ecosystem in terms of inviting more projects, which are the existing and the new projects, and helping them understand that why building on Zig chain is better than any other chain, or why it is suitable for them as a project to do so. So we have very good relationships with DWF, and we have a long-term agreement with them, and we are looking forward to work with them. And then your next question about Zig, what is there for Zig? So I think from understanding perspective, like, and I think you asked this question previously and we didn't properly answer that. What does people get by having Zig coin? So again, we don't talk about the price. Like even previously when our price went from 2 cents to 20 cents, then 20 cents to half a cent, and from half a cent to again 12 cents. Publicly, you will not find us talking about the price. And the reason is simple. We like to build. Yes, we want to have an environment where there is good enough liquidity for the buyer and the seller, and there's good enough utility. We wrapped up all the utilities in a buyback and burn program, and we've been doing small things, like we launched an NFT and some other growth mechanisms. But going forward, we will launch a new white paper for the blockchain in a due time, of course. But one important thing for people to understand is that Zig coin is going to be the native token of this blockchain, right? So Zig will be used in gas fees, of course, which changes the whole dynamics from the supply and demand perspective, and also there will be a lot of other things happening as well, but all in due time. We don't want to, again, as I said, we don't want to commit something and then be delayed on it. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening, but yeah, from the utility perspective and from the ecosystem perspective, Zig is the core, and a lot of things are being built around it.
There is something that I want to add, something important. How Cosmos is built is a blockchain which is proof of staking. Okay, one important part is the validators, and you as a Zig holder are going to be able to delegate your Zig to one of the validators that align with your principle, with what you expect from the blockchain. Okay, we are going to have an interesting reward for validators and people who stake there. And this has been one of the most asked questions that we have been having in the last 3-4 months since the
that
price.
would we have staking? The answer is yes.
We didn't have, but soon, really soon, you are going to have a very attractive staking program with the validators.
That's amazing. So
you are the first one who's getting to know this thing.
Yes.
I didn't even say it, I let him say it. So he cannot blame me later on.
They are buying Zig right now while we're talking.
No, look at that. Look at that.
I'm seeing that, they're buying.
But what about, okay, so now you set the bar so high, then one wonders, like, what's next? Like, so you're going to stop and grow here a little bit, then do new partnerships, or is it gonna? How are you gonna deal with all this with the energy? Eh?
I think we consolidated a lot.
Yeah,
our product has been amazing.
Yeah,
and we know that for quite some time. We started working with the white labels, and that's been very successful. We've been working with you as well. Yeah. Some enterprise solutions went out, really amazing. Some more co-branded versions are coming out. I'm very confident about product, and I think token reflected that in price terms over the last 6 months. Consolidation is done. It's time for the next growth in terms of the project. This is exactly the time where we don't slow down actually.
Yeah.
This is the time when we bring TVL to our blockchain. We have set some internal really aggressive targets, in terms of that when the year ends or when the quarter ends or the next quarter ends, how many dApps do we want on a blockchain? How much TVL do we want on our blockchain? And we've set some really aggressive targets. Obviously, we cannot disclose it publicly, but yes, I mean, this is the time, the next 12 months, we believe that we want to be like one of the blockchains where people really want to see that, they can come. It's been fairness around a lot of mechanisms that we have talked about, we have built into, make it look really fair for the people, for the developers. But I think to sum it up, I think this is not the time to slow down. This is the time to grow as fast as possible, faster than ever before.
Okay, fantastic. I mean, with consistency, obviously.
Of course.
It seems to me like this is a company where the door is a little bit open. You just stuck your foot in the door. Now it's time to open the door wide open. And it's good to see being a part of the progress as well. Like going this journey with you guys it's a privilege for us as well. I wish you all the best. And with the continuous success as well. I can't wait for the party today.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to the Turkish public?
I personally want to, I think it's a known secret for many years now that Turkey is actually my second home.
Yeah.
Basically, and I absolutely love Turkey. Once a year I go to Turkey just to enjoy baklava on Istiklal Street, basically, So I go to Antalya once a year just for the Lara Beach, basically, So absolutely love that. Absolutely love the people, and I think the loyalty that the Turkish audience has shown to this project, even in the tough times, I think I want to thank them for that. Especially you guys and all the other friends in the Turkish market that we are working on. I'm personally friends with a lot of them. I talk to the Turkish audience on a very frequent basis. There's a language barrier, but we have a very great community manager, Jam, who manages to communicate. But I always tell our Turkish friends and our Turkish community that anytime you guys have any questions from us, I have a special place in my heart for you guys.
Yeah, fantastic.
Come to me, my DMs are open. Just don't ask about the price. Just don't ask about the next listing. I honestly cannot tell you, even if I know. I cannot tell you about the listings, but I can always tell you one thing, that I know Turkish people love listings like everyone else. We are constantly working with that, and so don't think that we are not, but we are. And anything that they need, anything they want to know more, they can always come.
There's a very active Telegram channel.
Yes.
And
I go there and I try to do Google translations and post there. I'm sure when someone reading in Turkish, it sounds funny.
Yeah, but I sometimes post there as well. Jem is constantly there. There's lots of. It's a very ongoing. Like every time I open, it's like 200 messages. Like it's a very active community.
As I said, they stayed loyal even to the tough times, and we honestly want best for them.
Yeah. And
I think what we are doing now, our success will become more. It will have a more dripping down effect to the larger audience.
Yeah.
So if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I mean, like, absolutely love the Turkish community.
Fantastic.
They're angry at times, but we are all friends.
It's the Mediterranean, you would understand. So
we
are very
passionate.
We're passionate, and we want things to be done yesterday.
Yeah.
So patience is not in our bloodstream. So is there anything you'd like to add?
So I want to add that we are adding a new member from Turkey.
Okay.
So we are gonna have more support, and we are gonna be able to attend better the Turkish community, because as Rafay say, we only have good word for you guys, because you have been supporting us almost from the beginning, and thank you very much for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Hope to see you in Turkey, and
Yes,
let's go to eat
soon.
baklava together.
Absolutely.
I will take you to my place.
Yeah, done
Okay?
thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bugün Zignaly'nin kurucularıyla görüştük ve bence çok faydalı ve müthiş bir konuşma oldu. Vaktiniz varsa muhakkak izleyin. Harika bir kapanış da yaptık. Türkiye topluluğuna, Türkiye Zignaly topluluğuna da mesajları var. İyi bir yatırım diye düşünüyorum. Biz de yatırımcısıyız. İnşallah yüzümüzü kara çıkartmaz. Herkese teşekkürler. Steve TV'den güle güle.
Thank you. Bye bye.